Hello, I'm Alexandre and I'm gonna present to you a quick presentation that I was supposed to do in APDT, but we had some technical problems. So the idea with this presentation is to teach how to improve the communication with your dog or with somebody's dog. First I want to present myself and Estopinha, that's the dog that I'm holding. I love animals and I work with them for many years now. I have a TV program and also a company that trains a lot of dogs. So I dedicated my life to learn about them, and I enjoy very much passing to people what I learned with them. And this is Estopinha. I'm gonna talk about her in this presentation, so I want you to know her better, and I'm gonna try to Skype. We're going to try to Skype her now to see if she's online. I'm gonna try to call her. She's in my house in Brazil. Right now I'm very far from home. Estopinha. My house. I can try to give her some food because she's always hungry. Oh yes. Estopinha, sit. Very good, very good. Estopinha, jump. Very good. Turn around. No, turn around. Estopinha, turn around. Very good. I'm going to give her some food. She knows how to speak, how to understand Portuguese, English, and also a little bit of Japanese. Estopinha. Thank you. You want more food? Okay, let me show if she can bring a toy. Estopinha, cadê o brinquedo? Onde que tá o brinquedo? Vai lá, busca o brinquedo. Cadê? Cadê? Busca, vai, desce lá. Vai, Topa, cadê o brinquedo? Busca. She's lazy. I'm gonna ask her to do something else. To stand up like this. Estopinha, cumprimenta. Cumprimenta. Very good. They give some food. So that's Estopinha. Thank you, Estopinha. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, but before Estopinha, my first dog was this Weimaraner called Tammy. And when she came back from surgery, she had a tumor removed. She wasn't feeling well because I could see her movements and the way she was crying, and I didn't know what to do because she was like a bit drunk from the anesthesia, and I was trying to find out what was happening. I thought she was in pain, and after a while she peed on herself, and I understood why she was very anxious. She was trying to get up or to go somewhere to pee, and I could not understand what she wanted, and that made me feel bad because she knows a lot about me. She understands many commands, but at the same time I could not understand some very basic needs. She could not tell me that she wanted to pee. So I decided to do my master's degree in psychology and study that, the communication between dog and people, but especially the communication from the dog to people. Okay, the main things is about my study was based on that we don't really know what the dog, some things that the dog wants, and there were no studies about that. And I would like to know if we can improve this communication. So we did some researches. One of them, we asked for more than 1,000 owners to find out more about how their dogs are communicating with them. And all of them said, yes, the dog can communicate things to me, but most of the people said that they communicate basic emotions, sometimes needs, and rarely things that are not present. For example, the dog wants water and there is no water, no bowl in the place. Some owner says that the dog can communicate that, which we thought that was very interesting, and we wanted to find out more about these things. We decided to teach a dog, my dog, to learn to learn how to ask for requests using a keyboard. The keyboard produces some sounds when she presses the keys.
Fia, vem pegar isso aqui. Vai lá. Vai, o que você quer? Pega o brinquedo. Vai.
Muito bom.
So, what happened here is I showed a toy to Sophia, and she wanted the toy. So she went to the keyboard, she pressed the key toy, and I gave the toy. And then she wanted to go outside. And then I asked her, what do you want? And she pressed take a walk. So I opened the gate and she went. This was an interview, but there are many, like hundreds of videos of her using the keyboard, because it was a scientific study and we had to prove that she was communicating communicating what she really wanted, and we need some statistics, tests, so on to show that. And we published this study in Animal Cognition, the magazine, so you can find out more about that, and also videos that you can watch. And we were very happy that was mentioned in 38 papers and in some books, like the book from Brian Hare and Alexandre Rossi. The problem with the keyboard is that was very good communication. It worked very well, but we had to carry the keyboard everywhere. And the keyboard is big, so it wasn't very practical. Many times we went for a walk, or we were in places with her with no keyboard. And that was horrible, because she wanted to say something to us, and she didn't have the keyboard. So she started pointing to things and touching things that we didn't know, like maybe she saw a triangle or something in the places around, but it was very hard to communicate, and it wasn't very practical. So I decided to teach a dog to use their body language to communicate their needs. I'm gonna show a little video about this. Is Stopinha now, the dog that we just talked to in Skype. So here I show that she's finishing the bowl of water, and she wants more water. So she's touching the bowl, but she doesn't have to touch the bowl. She can only scrape the floor, and I know that she wants water. That's what I taught her, to ask for water. Right now I asked, do you want water? And she said yes, giving the paw. Now I'm asking her again in another situation if she wants water, showing the water, and she turns her head to the other side. That means no to us. So I put water there just to show that she really did not want water. And this is pee. I'm gonna offer her to pee. I have a pee pad. First I asked, do you want to pee? And she gave the paw, so she said, yes, I want to pee. And then I show the pad, the pee pad, and she touches it. That means also she wants to pee. And she looks downstairs. She wants to pee downstairs. That's what I think. But anyway, she's peeing now, showing to us that maybe exactly that's what she wanted. In another situation, I'm trying to show the pee pad and ask her if she wants to pee, and she turns her head the other side. That means, no, I don't. And now she's going to show another way of saying, I do not want to pee. She just put her paw in the pee pad and she moves a little bit. Now I'm asking, what do you want? And she's opening her mouth. And that means, I want food. And I said, where is the food? And she's taking me to where the food is. She's saying it's inside of the fridge. And I'm asking what she wants. So she's like biting the air and showing that what she wants is inside the fridge. And she's like almost pointing to me that can where there is a little bit of food inside, dog's food. I'm showing to her like a vodka and ask if she wants the vodka. She turns her head around and she points to the food again. So now I give her a little bit of food. I just put inside of the fridge because I didn't want to give her something that wasn't supposed to a dog eat. Now I'm going to show another thing. I'm going to put some food outside of my house, close the door, and let's see what happens. So she's like asking to open the door, but at the same time, she's looking at me and moving her mouth, saying food, food, food. Oh, food. And then I said, where? And then I go there and open the door, and of course she goes and get the food. I'm repeating many times just to show how it works. Usually the communication in day to day, it's I don't ask many times the same thing. Now I'm offering her to take medicine, and she doesn't want to take medicine, so she turns her head the other way again. And asking her to give the paw, she doesn't give the paw because she knows if she gives the paw, that means that I'm gonna give her the medicine. She hates to have her nail trimmed, and that was just to show doing something that she doesn't want. Sometimes we don't ask for the dog if they want or not because we have to do it anyway. Like for example, trim the nails. But there is something curious about, she loves playing or biting the nail trimmer. Look, she's very careful, but she loves playing with it. Like she bites, or maybe she's angry with the nail trimmer. So I'm asking if she wants the nail trimmer. Well, she turns her head around and says no, because she doesn't want to have her nail trimmed. But just for fun, I put the nail trimmer on the sofa and she's like playing with it again. Now I'm asking her if she wants to be petted. So I ask her to give the paw. She doesn't give the paw. And here she wants to be petted. So the way she tells us that she wants to be petted, she puts her hand down. So I pet her a little bit and I'm going to ask her again. I didn't have to ask her again. Like spontaneously, she put her head down, asking to be petted. Okay. I'm going to show a little bit now how I train and how you can, or anybody can train their dog to do that. First thing is there were some first attempts that did not work very well for me. One, I studied Alex, this parrot, learned how to communicate with people very well, talking. And there was a technique called rival technique. It did not work. I couldn't make it work with the dogs that I trained. And also I used the methodology with Kanzi. They trained this bonobo, it's like a chimpanzee, to use a keyboard, much more complex than Sophia's keyboard, because they can use the fingers. And also did not work very well for many reasons. And finally, studying how babies learn to communicate their needs, or actually when they pass from non-intentional communication to intentional communication. This is the inspiration. That was the inspiration to teach Sophia and also Estopinha to communicate. So I'm not going to go through all the ways a child learns to communicate their needs, but I'm going to show what I used to train the dogs. So one of the things I had to pay attention to the behaviors that will show some motivation. Like, for example, going to the door to go for a walk, or going to the bowl of food to get some food or water and things like that. Once I know the motivation, I induce the dog to touch some sign, something that I can later put in the on the keyboard, or maybe you can ask a dog to perform some behavior. Okay, so let's say the dog is showing me that he wants to drink. Then I ask the dog to touch the blue triangle, because that's, I decided to be water. The thing is, when the dog does what I induce him to do, I have to reward with the desired behavior or item. For example, they touch the triangle, I have to give water. I cannot give something else. Okay? And finally, I put all the signs together on the keyboard. I started with the stimulus like bigger and easier for the dog to differentiate before becoming lexicograms, becoming like 2D signs. So blue, triangle, water, a ring, there was a house, she goes to her crate, to walk, a toy, to pee. And then we did many videos and we study, we measure a lot of things, how often she looked at an object, and so on. You can find these videos on the paper Animal Cognition, A Dog at the Keyboard. Some curiosities that I would like to talk about, Sophia using the keyboard. First is like she used to press, I want to go for a walk all the time. And it was funny because sometimes the new students didn't want to take her for a walk, so she would press walk and look at me and look at the person that she asks to go for a walk. And was a nice way of her to get, like I'll say, come on, take her for a walk. It's part of the program, to obey what she's asking. When a friend of us took a guinea pig, she was in love with the guinea pigs, to show for Estopinha, and she was expecting that Sophia, she was expecting that Sophia would press, pet or toy, but she went for food and she pressed many times, food, 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 food. And the girl was very upset with Sophia. Something else, we put, sometimes we put Sophia in a room and we ask for people to go inside of the room, not knowing that she could use the keyboard. And one of the girls was eating some food, and when she was inside of the room with Sophia, she pressed, I want food, and the girl was like couldn't believe that a dog was talking, and she gave the whole food to the dog and she just left. And we laughed very much with this video because we thought it was very funny. And at the end, unfortunately, she developed cancer and she had to stay inside of a hospital for many days. And the only thing like she was asking is to get out of there, asking, you know, pressing, you know, I want to go for a walk, I want to go for a walk. And she died in this, unfortunately, in this hospital. Now I'm going to show exactly how you teach a dog to communicate using body language. So again, we pay attention to the dog's motivation. We ask to perform a specific behavior. For each thing that the dog wants, it has to have a specific behavior. And then we have to reward the dog with the thing that he asked for. For example, I'm gonna show a video to be easier to understand. So I have water, like a hose in my hand, and I'm asking if Sophia wants to take a bath, and ask her to give the paw. If she gives the paw, I can give her a little bit of the bath, and I know she doesn't want the bath. She doesn't give the paw, so in this case, I don't give her a bath. Now I'm showing a toy, and I ask her to give the paw, she gives the paw, so I give the toy. So again, same thing. Now I'm asking if she wants the toy. I'm asking if she wants the Kong without having the Kong in my hand, or in this case, out of her sight. So she's answering for my phrase, you know, do you want the Kong? And then she say, yes, I want the Kong. And then I throw her the Kong. So that's how we teach her to say yes for the phrases we ask her. Now I'm teaching Bartô to ask for, you know, throw the Kong. So I ask him to turn around. When he turns around, I throw the Kong. So I'm asking, do you want me to throw? Yes, so turn around, turn around. What's going to happen is he's going to anticipate his behavior of turning around, and that will be a way of asking to throw an object, like to play with him. Now he turned around by himself, anticipating the command. Yeah. Now I'm asking again if he wants me to throw the toy. But now, no, yeah, again. Yeah, now he turn around by himself again. See, now he's turning around really quickly, like, throw the ball, throw the ball. Now he doesn't want me to throw the ball because he wants to go inside of the house. Now I'm saying, do you want me to open the door? If you want me to open the door, give me the paw. And then I open. Again, he doesn't want, yeah. he's still learning to communicate. I showed already, but how can we teach a dog to say yes or no? We hold the object being offered. We ask always the same specific behavior. For example, to say yes, always the paw, for example. If the dog gives the paw, we give the item that was in our hand, for example. And if he doesn't give the paw, you can ask the dog if he wants something else, for example. That's it. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe you can put something in practice and send me an email telling if it worked. If it did not, I would be happy to help you. Thank you again.